Come on, come on. Are we live? Are we live? Excellent connection. I think we're live. Come on, YouTube. Show me my stream real quick. Stream is still loading. Well, while that loads, hello everyone. I am working on a demo that I hope to release fairly soon. Let's start out with getting some probably animations, honestly. Probably animations are my first order of business. I suppose this mesh is already in the engine, so let's begin with some animating. I'm using the base meshes provided by Royal Skies LLC. He's another awesome, really fast tutorial creator. I recommend checking out his stuff when you get the chance. But anyways, let's start with handgun idle. Now let's get the IK bones showing off here. Okay, so this is gonna be the mesh for my enemies. This is really weird, actually. Why is... Okay. The weight painting is a little bit wonky with this mesh. If I go back into Unreal here. Okay. Yeah, so this is the mesh imported. I'm using the official Epic Send to Unreal plugin. It's a little jank, but it works. It works. Anyways, let's get... Do I have a handgun in here? Well, I need to import a handgun. It's looking like I'll need to import a handgun. Basically, I want to get this entire thing into a playable state so that I can hopefully show it off within the next couple weeks. What am I looking for? I'm looking for characters. No, I'm looking for weapons. Let's export this real quick. Scale pistol, blah, blah, blah. External content, weapons. We already have one, but I'm not sure that that's actually right. So we're gonna do scaled and import this. This is environment art. I'm just gonna close this for now. Come on, Blender, you can do it. All I did was click on the layout tab. Heyo, Nero Pasta, how you doing? I am just working on some, hopefully, demo stuff. Maybe I can release this at some point in the future. Only one guy watching. My concurrent viewers says 2 right now, but it might be counting me. So there's that. I've only been live for about 3 minutes. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect from as far as turnout is concerned. What? I swear I exported this. 1 second. Export. Scale pistol scaled. Yeah, it's there. What are you doing? Did I miss something here? External content, meshes, weapons. I'll just pull in that, I guess, and see how it does. Cool, mate. I'm okay. What about you? I'm doing pretty well. The latest video is my second best performing on the channel, which is all I can ask for. My water one, I think, is not going to be dethroned for a little while because Reddit really liked that one. So let's see. Child of hand. No. Child of armature is what I want. Let's see here. Let's actually apply scale. Apply all transforms, actually. And no. Alt P. Clear and keep transformation. Delete that. Do you watch football? No, I'm not really a football kind of person. When I was younger, I was kind of into it, but I grew out of it. Not that it's a childish thing, you know, just that it is something that I just kind of eventually stopped enjoying. Hand R. Okay, and now let's stick this into place. This is my player animation that we're dealing with right now, and it's retargeted onto and I have a different mesh on, so the fingers are all screwed up. Also, the player uses 2 guns as opposed to these enemies, which are going to hold 1 gun. There we go. Now at least I have a prop, so I can kind of see what I'm working with. And back to animation, we're going to handgun idle. Okay, cool. What have we got? 60 frames. Let's do a 30 frame idle for enemies. And move that like so. Maybe we'll have them rest the gun on their forearm like you see in movies sometimes. Something like that, maybe. I mean, I stopped watching this some time ago, like 2 years ago or so. I started watching again because I was bored. Yeah, quarantine will do that to you, won't it? Quarantine has that effect. Let's see, location, rotation, scale. Let's have them relax their body a little bit. They're kind of standing a little stiff. Let's copy this, paste it at the end. And actually, we'll go ahead and make this 60 just because there's going to be some bob here, and I don't want the bob to go too fast. First time tuning in, what are you working on here? So this is enemy animation currently for an FPS that I'm hopefully going to release a demo of soonish. It's a first-person shooter where you can't stop moving or you lose instantly. Kind of like a rage game setup. So that's what I'm doing. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. This is actually well, technically it's not my first time streaming on the channel, but it is my first time streaming on this channel with like over 100 subscribers. So I wasn't sure. I'm not sure what kind of turnout we'll get, but honestly, I'm just happy to hang out and chat for a while. Let's see here. What am I thinking? Oh, sounds neat. Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be fun. I'm pretty optimistic about the idea overall. Okay, let's have him kind of go down a little bit for this part of the idle pose. You check out my channel. I made an Among Us game, and I'm pretty proud of it. Unfortunately, the project got deleted when I updated to 4.26. I'm thinking of making a Skyrim game next. Yeah, I mean, you know, watch your scope, but yeah, good luck with that. That sounds pretty neat. Yeah, a few people have kind of made Among Us clones just, you know, for channels and stuff. Like Danny did it. It's definitely a thing. Okay, 45, have the hands go down a little bit. Thing with animation, you want your extremities to always kind of lag a little bit behind your core, usually. Just to see how, it's a little bit exaggerated here. But that's kind of the general thing you want to have going on with animation. Let's bring this up a little bit. Yeah, kind of like that. Okay, now I'm using the Send to Unreal plugin, which it works. I'm not in love with it, but it does handle a lot of the like weird scaling issues you tend to get with importing skeletal meshes into Unreal from Blender, which is nice. It handles just all of that for you. But it does mean that if I want to switch from exporting meshes to exporting animations, I have to hop all the way over to my add-on settings and look for send to Unreal. And then, okay, actually, we are set up to send in animations. So let's go ahead and pipeline export send to Unreal. And we'll see how this does. Now back over here in Unreal, characters, human, animations, handgun idle, and it's using my first person body mesh. So let's change that out to the male base. No, not the female base. Male base. Okay, that's all right. The fingers are still all screwed up though. So let's fix that real quick. If I hop over to the hands poses. By the way, these base meshes are from Royal Skies LLC. He makes really, really fast tutorials, kind of like I do. I really recommend checking him out. I need to feature him on my channel. I have a section for other fast tutorial creators. I should have him in there. Okay, that hands pose is good. Now let's hop back to handgun idle. And let's re-export with unscrewed up hands real quick. Oh, wait, no. Hands are still screwed up because that's the same hand pose. My fingers are all kinds of twisted. Honestly, this might be better fixed with me just editing the mesh, the whatever, blah, rigging, whatever you want to call it. So let's go back to the modeling pose real quick and change this. Yeah, maybe I won't go too big with Skyrim, just for a vid, you know. Yeah, I gotcha. It's one of those things where, like, you know, sometimes, like, I recognize your name, but I don't really know you, so it's kind of like one of those things where some people just pop in and they're like, hey, I want to make, like, a Skyrim adjacent RPG type thing. And it's like, yeah, I mean, good luck. It's just, you know, can be big. But yeah, I get you for a YouTube video, you know. That's definitely a neat idea. Am I okay? I'm only editing one side here. One sec. I need to turn on X mirror and hopefully, there we go. Editing both sides now. I want to unscrew these fingers because they're all kinds of messed up right now. This hand in its entirety is just kind of messed up. This is so what's your favorite game? In terms of playtime, probably Dark Souls 3. I have way too many hours in Dark Souls 3. In terms of like what I think is probably my favorite of the I mean, in terms of my like favorite in terms of enjoyed, I really, really like Dark Souls 1 for its PvE content, and Hollow Knight is amazing as well. Those are like, I love Metroidvanias and kind of hard games, which is probably why I'm making a Rage game. I just like something that gives me a challenge, usually. What about you? What's your favorite game? These fingers are still all screwed up. Might be slightly better, though. Wait, I made them too low. Did I? I don't even know now. Let's just try out the pose real quick and see what it looks like. Back to handgun idle. Alright, my fingers are still going all the way up behind and clipping through the... okay. Let's try some weight painting. See if weight painting kind of fixes things at all. Ooh, okay, yeah. My weight painting is all kinds of screwed up. I've always found YouTube and game development somewhat odd. It is odd. It is definitely weird. On one hand, you have game developers who happen to make YouTube videos, and then you have YouTubers who make games for the sole purpose of making a video. Yeah, I think there's kind of a hybrid approach, and there's definitely people who lean one way or another. The Last of Us, yeah, that's a good choice. For me, it's kind of like, honestly, I don't even know. I want to make games more than I want to make YouTube videos, if I'm being entirely honest. YouTube is kind of like the thing that hopefully I can, yeah, to make fun, make games for fun and just share with people. Yeah, for me, it's kind of like, if I could, if I could have people play my games without doing YouTube, I would probably just make games. I'm kind of an introverted person, so this type of thing is actually really kind of unusual for me. I don't really have social media outside of doing this, for example. But, you know, I need to do something like this, provide some sort of value to people so that they can actually care when I do release a game. At least that's like how it is for me. Um, Blur. I want to blur. Oh, blur's over here. You know what? This is kind of a bad place to do to do weight painting. Let's do weight painting here where I have way more screen space. I think there are a lot of people on YouTube, kind of like me, who would rather just kind of make games, and the only reason they're here is because YouTube is just the best place to kind of build an army to support yourself. These fingers are, I can already tell these fingers are going to be like the worst thing that ever happened to me. Oh, this is painful. uh, I hate finger weight painting. I kind of hate making YouTube videos since they don't really pay off, since the recommend feed always consists of low effort Twitch highlights and Lamar Rose Franklin types of memes. Yeah, I get you. It can be, oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Discouraging sometimes. But, you know, once upon a time, once on occasion rather, you just kind of, you find a small channel that you really, really like, you know? And it makes it worth it. Additionally, I do enjoy, I like, I like making, I like the results of having made my videos. I like people commenting and seeing that I actually helped them and that sort of thing. Like, that makes me feel really good. And it's probably the primary thing right now that's keeping me like uploading consistently. Is every time I upload, there's a bunch of people and they're all like, "Hey, I found this really helpful," and I really, really appreciate that. Yeah, just social media. It's what's your favorite story game though? um, favorite story game. Honestly, well, you know, there is one favorite story heavy game would be probably Valhalla, and that's spelled VA11HA11A. I believe that's how that's spelled. It's a kind of visual novel where you play as a bartender in a cyberpunk dystopian city. Not dystopian. Well, yeah, dystopian. Cyberpunk dystopian city. All pixel art and stuff. It's got some gameplay to it. Like, it's not just a visual novel. Which, by the way, visual novels in general are not really my thing. It's just this one really kind of scratched an itch for me. Um, and my friend recommended it to me after I made a few tweets about how I wanted a cyberpunk game where you just like lived a normal life. And he was like, "Hey, check out this game." And I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll try it out." And I ended up really enjoying it. Okay, let's try out this weight painting. I suspect it's still going to be awful. As far as movies, books, and comics go, I really, well, I don't watch a lot of TV or movies at all, but I have recently been watching The Mandalorian, and it's really good. Books, I love Brandon Sanderson. He's the author of Mistborn and the Stormlight Archive. A lot of other things. He's really, really good. And I've never really read comics. When I was young, I read the Bionicle comics, but I don't know that that's really what you're asking about. um, you know what? I just exported the modeling pose to Unreal, so yay, there we go. Modeling pose. Oops. Let's actually check Handgun Idle. Did this... Oh, I just had a big page refresh. Are we all good? Stream still going? Looks like it is. Maybe? I think we're good. My entire, like, streaming page did a big refresh. These fingers are still screwed up. As a character modeler myself, this model you're working on is making me wince. This model is actually alright. I'm just really trash at rigging. If you look here. I'm also really trash at modeling in general. Well, modeling characters. I like doing environment art and stuff. This base mesh is from Royal Skies LLC. I think I mentioned it before. It's all right. It's very, very kind of him to just release it for free, since I'm very bad at, at least me personally, I'm very bad at anatomy and stuff when it comes to character modeling and things. I try not to touch it as much as possible. This is just a result of me trying to, well, me doing auto weight painting and being very bad at weight painting in general. Like, this is awful. Let's see here. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to go with the flow. We're just going to animate this, and I'm going to worry about that stuff later. It's all right. The deformation, though, is pretty nasty. Yeah, that's my fault. The deformation is entirely my fault. All I was provided with was the base mesh, and the rig was separate from it. So that's just me screwing it up. But up until this point, it has just been auto weight painted, so that's part of the issue. Let's just do some more animating, and I'll worry about the weight painting later, which means it'll probably make it to the demo, because I'm trying to move quick. Handgun idle. Let's get back on track here. So let's start with a run forward kind of thing. I'm also not much of an animator, so we'll see how this works. I kind of know animation, but I fall apart when it comes to locomotion stuff. Like, every single time I make a locomotion animation, I usually end up looking up a tutorial on it. Actually, you know what? I already have... No, I can't use those locomotion animations, unfortunately. Okay, man, I think I'm going to go out for a sec. It's 12 a.m. here, and I want to stay awake till 4 a.m. since the football match ends at approximately 4 a.m. All right, yeah, enjoy your football match, Nira. I'll see ya. Have a good time. And sleep well once you get to that point. handgun run. Now let's actually make that pose again real quick and do 24 frames. Handgun run F actually makes more sense. And I have to wake up at 8 a.m. basically. Oh, fun. So you're aiming for 4 hours of sleep tonight. Good luck with that, my friend. We keep the live stream on the channel. The live stream will be unlisted afterwards, but I have a playlist set up for live streams, and if I'm not mistaken, unlisted videos still appear on playlists, so you should be able to see it if you go to the playlists the live streams playlist on the channel. Let's go ahead and do that. And see, I don't want to, okay, we'll copy that and paste that there. You have to, Blender is a little bit weird with copy pasting keyframes. If you delete all but the 0 with frame on an animation, I've found that it like unlinks your keyframes from your animation name, and stuff just goes nuts. So you have to do a bunch of weird workarounds. It might just be a result of me not knowing what I'm doing though. This deformation is still really bad. Like, this foot is deforming poorly. This is all stuff I'll get to eventually. But right now, I want to get this mesh in the game and kind of working. What I should be doing, and what I was actually planning on doing, was level design. And I don't know why I decided to do this instead, if I'm being entirely honest. Blender is a mysterious software. I love it dearly, but sometimes... Oh gosh! Sometimes it has other plans has plans beyond my own, I should say. Okay, so this is a run cycle, which means we need to have like a contact pose. Right? One thing I want to be clear about on my channel is I'm not a guru. I just I do a lot of research before I tend to animate myself in Maya more than Blender. Yeah. I tend to do a lot of research before I make a video, so I ensure that all my videos are really kind of accurate and stuff. But I'm not like, I don't know, some sort of like super knowledgeable person on a lot of things. Let's see, so we need a contact pose. Okay, so let's divide this for, okay, I think this should be the contact pose for the left. Okay, do that. Blender for making animations? Yeah, I mean, it does all right. It does what I need it to. You can do some really good things in Blender for animating, but I realize it may not be the industry standard. But it's free, and that's all I can ask for. Okay, that's all right. That's decent. That's decent. I'm trying to do everything fairly quickly. Just because I really wanna. I've been letting this project marinate for way too long, and it's really just time that I kind of show it off. And when I say way too long, what I mean by that is I had it way more finished than it is now, and then I decided to delete a lot of that stuff because I was using mega scans and things, and it just became not sustainable, especially because my computer isn't the best. Yeah. Low poly stylized stuff. Once I finish this, I'll get into Unreal, and you can kind of see the look that I have at the moment. I don't think it's going to be the final look. I'm probably going to do some post-process stuff to kind of give it a stylization. But yeah, this is kind of a mid-poly, low mid-poly project. Oh, I need to do that and that. Oop, I'm moving it forward a little bit. Blender has its own mind. It really does. Okay, I didn't mean to move forward. I moved forward a little bit with this pose. I want to go just straight down. Copy that, paste. It's a little wonky. He's kind of doing the. It looks like he has something in his pants. Let's move this over a little bit. What are you doing? Let me. Oh, Y is. That's right. Y is the forward axis in Blender. Well, usually. I mean, I guess it's relative. But you know what I mean. That's all right. That's okay. It's serviceable. Let's do some tertiary movement. No animating the toes. No animating the toes. ZBrush is better for stylized. I'm sure it is. Unfortunately, I'm a recent college graduate and I just don't have the money. I do not have that kind of money. So, and I love Blender. I really just like Blender anyways, so it doesn't matter to me too much. Let's pull this down a bit, I guess. And let's delete these and do something kind of like this. Actually, I think this needs to go up. Well, hand animating stuff is always nice and oftentimes fun to do. Motion capture will always be 100% more efficient. Yeah. Unfortunately, as with ZBrush and Maya, motion capture also happens to be out of my range. There are tutorials out there actually from the same guy that this base mesh is from on doing motion capture with a Kinect, and apparently you can get decent results with it. So that might be something I can look into in the future. I would have to buy a Kinect. It's supposed to be like on a sub $300 budget. But that is something I want to do someday. Do some actual motion capture. Okay, it's still really stiff. Let's do something like this. And that. And that. Delete these again. Motion capture is not always effective. You mean realistic dinosaur Jackie Chan? I mean, just hire Jackie Chan, obviously. No, I get you. Actually, so my understanding, and this is not from any sort of high amount of formal education or anything. This is just what I've kind of heard people say. My understanding is that motion capture is better for like cutscenes and high detail emotional performances, and hand animating is often better for gameplay animation. That's what I have heard. I don't actually know if that's true. All right, I think I want these to go down a little bit farther. No, this is synced wrong. I'm animating always screws me up. That's a little better. Let's also give it a rotation. Yes, exactly. Hand animation for gameplay stuff, motion capture when you want to make it look cinematic. Yeah. Let's now not quite what I wanted. This might be flipped. I might have to flip these. No, bad. That is stiff. I've always been bad at locomotion. It's always been my kryptonite. What I might do, I don't want to do this, but what I might end up doing is using this rig for the player character, and then just Mr. Mannequin and just like stick a different mesh on the mannequin skeleton, because I have a ton of pre-made animations. How about adding some ad bob? Things look rather stiff starting from the torso. Yeah, I was actually just thinking about doing a little bit of this. Maybe even some squash and stretch. Oof. This still looks crappy. Part of the issue is just the legs. If you look... Yeah, the way the legs kind of pop out is a problem. You know what? Nope. I'm gonna focus on the 2D first. I'm gonna focus on the I have a tendency to just get sidetracked with the dumb stuff. I want to keep my ADHD or whatever down a little bit. Let's start with just do some head bob and some torso movement first, and then I'll move to the front. Because if I don't prevent myself from doing stuff like that. Okay, now we'll default to a little bit of a lean forward. And let's bring this to the other frames here. I think this is reversed. This is still terrible. It looks like it, you know what? I'm gonna do level design like I originally anticipated, and I'm gonna work on that more later. Let's do some level design. Let's actually start by let's hop over here. Oh, that's right, I'm in my meshes. Okay, maps, pilot. Okay, let's do a little bit of gameplay. And we'll do some level design. But so we're just using flat materials right now. This is just temporary. It looks like Jello now. This is just temporary, these flat materials and stuff. I might keep them. I might do some different like shading, maybe some post-processing stuff. Or I might change the materials up completely. I'm not sure. But yeah, so this is the game. Ooh, stream doesn't like that. Are we okay? My stream looks like it's lagging, but that might just be me. Let me know if this is lagging bad. Oh gosh. Okay.
Target eliminated. You will be paid if you live. Well done, Agent 7477.
So that's kind of the idea, is you can't stop moving or you lose instantly. You do have a little bit of a grace period towards the beginning. But yeah, as soon as you stop, it's actually providing valid movement input. I'm going to toss a shader on these doors
Targets
so that
targets
when they're close,
eliminated.
they kind of get
You will
called
be
out.
paid if you well done, Agent 7477.
So that's this map, and then after this map, we're going to go to Contemplation. Nice, you're using Unreal's Chaos Physics for the mirror shattering? Nope. I found Chaos to be a little bit too unstable for now. Maybe eventually I will begin implementing Chaos, but for now, we're just sticking with good old Apex, the old reliable. So after that, we're going to end up in this kind of this is actually really huge, but we're going to end up in kind of a more contemplative platforming-ish section. I'm not entirely sure what I want from it. This is basically blocking out a little bit of the city, I suppose. Let's I want to have a sort of train thing, and there's a reason for that, because I have a platform boost mechanic where when the player runs on a particular type of platform, they get a speed boost, and the platform is like trains, kind of sci-fi trains. Cool special cyberpunk train things. Gameplay elements, it's platform chain. This might be it. Yeah, I think this is it. All right, drop this in. And it's basically a spline actor. And if we pull this out, we've got a spline mesh component, and there's also a child actor. These boxes just refresh a speed boost, basically. Cyberpunk is basically a cursed word at this point. I know, right? I know. I actually, I'm not a huge. Well, I mean, I never was a huge fan of CDPR. Not for any like particular reason. I just never played any other games. The reason why this is Cyberpunk is just because I like Cyberpunk, like, you know, actual Cyberpunk before it was cool, and then before it was cursed. Um, if I want to stick on my hipster hat real quick, city. A lot of the meshes are still kind of untextured. Let's go ahead and do unlit. Yeah. I just want to do something quick and dirty for all of these maps, so I can share this someday. Because I was thinking, the first game I ever made, Alphal's Grove, I released, and it's kind of trash, but it's still my most successful game because it actually, you know, saw the light of day. So I feel like I really just need to kind of release something, you know, good and playable. But if I make it free, you know, it's just, you know, I'm subscriber number 289. Nice to meet you. Hi, Divivor. Good to meet you as well. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. Okay, so here we go. Basically, let's rotate a few things around here. I just have these distant city cards to make the city seem a lot larger than it actually is. Pretty standard stuff. That probably doesn't matter. This probably will never be seen, but we'll figure that out later. I'm also using the, it's called FCSG. It's essentially just a city street spline generator type thing that I've modified to work with this project. So if I kind of pull this actor in, spline it out, I like procedural workflows. hit update road. It's kind of buggy, but we can just change a few things and it'll work fine. Negative 2600. And then move this up because it's placing them under the ground real quick. There we go. Kind of sort of a city street type thing. Nice. Will you ever light up that city at some point? It looks a little dystopian without any lights in the buildings. Well, actually, it's supposed to be dystopian. Maybe not post-apocalyptic, but certainly kind of dystopian. But I will... This is supposed to be a night scene, but I will add some lights for sure. These buildings, I need more than just these. If I space these more. Add some random rotation. Pull this down here. This doesn't make a ton of sense. I might have the player come out in an alleyway instead. And then grab a building. All these buildings are super duper low poly. Everything is pretty low poly in general. I don't like that one there. Let's stick this here maybe. If I go unlit, I can kind of see a little clearer. Okay, this doesn't look very alleyway-ish with these big glass buildings. So that's something I'm gonna have to remedy. Ultimately, I don't want these particular buildings up here at all. I want slightly... I actually want slightly nicer buildings at this higher part. Got all the clipping. We're just gonna clip everything through everything else real quick. It'll be great. It'll be fine. We'll be all right. Just clip everything through everything else. Have you ever heard about the Brushify plugin? They have some nice packs with procedural buildings included. I have a ton of stuff. Just because I've been collecting the free stuff. I have some stuff from Brushify. Joe Garth is really, really good, but I don't have any of his procedural building things. I don't necessarily want to... I'm not going for a realistic style, so I don't know that I actually would have much of a use for his pack, but I am aware of it. And it is very good from everything I've seen, especially if the landscape shaders are any indication, because his landscape shaders are definitely awesome. Let's add some streetlights here, I guess. Actually, let's pull that up. Yeah, I like that. Or maybe replace this with this mesh instead. And if we go back into lit mode, I basically, you know what? I should just be blocking is what I should just be doing right now. And so I think what I'm gonna do is because this is supposed to be mostly a platforming type challenge. Let's instead do some more actual gameplay challenge. Because I used to have, with this project, if I go ahead and fail real quick.
What?
Oh, it just opened this map again. Whoops. If I go to the main menu here. I used to have a bunch of maps, and I deleted them all because I hated the art style I was going with. So I want to recreate probably Pickup. This is, what I was just doing now was recreating Contemplation here. This is also just a temp main menu. So let's recreate Pickup real quick. Grab a sky sphere. Pickup happens during the daytime. Oops, that was not what I meant to do. No worries, we'll just drop in a directional light, zero it out, and there we go. Directional light to that. Pull that down a little bit. Refresh. Grab a skylight. Eventually, I want to bake lighting to keep performance really, really good. But for now, we're just going to use dynamic because blocking, and I hate the dang lighting needs to be rebuilt thing that Unreal does all the time. Just constantly yelling about lighting building. Let's see, block out box. Let's just block out a level. Do some easy blockouts, and we'll do art later. Pull this up here. Pull this in. I'm sorry if you can hear my dog in the background, by the way. Not much I can do about him. Not actually mine. He's my family's. Let's pull this up. We're gonna fake some buildings real quick. It's giant cubes. Oh yeah, let's grab a landscape while I'm at it. Make it way larger than it needs to be. We'll delete more. We'll delete it when we're finished with it. Create a weight blended concrete layer. Come on, Unreal, you can do it. Don't crash on me. There you go. See, I told you could do it. Grab this, pull it up a little bit, because this is supposed to take place on some sort of pickup station, I guess. It's the best way to describe it. Let's zero this out because technically you're running on the top of a building at the start of this level. So you jump down off of this building and you land on this platform type place that is kind of like hidden away for like helicopters and stuff, I guess. I don't really know. I haven't put a ton of thought into it yet. Duplicate some buildings around. Create the illusion of large buildings. Oh, crap. Assassination. Then level begin run. I need to do this because this has something to do with my loading screen system that is not implemented yet, but will be someday. It was before, until I decided to kill my own project. Block out box. Pull this down here. Right, like so. Kinda. Actually, no, let's Let's use this as a wall instead. This auto exposure is driving me nuts. Let's grab it. Post-process volume. Zero it out. Do our exposure compensation things. Right, like so. And unbound. There we go. No more auto exposure for now. Maybe someday. Maybe I'll just do it all by hand since all these levels are going to be super duper linear. Alright, so there's that. Let's extend this a little bit. Duplicate it and put it over here. Pull this in so it's a roof. Pull this over here. Drag it down. More walls, 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 walls. All the walls. So this is going to be open because what we're going to do is... Oh, sorry, I'm really far away from the mic, I just realized. Sorry about that. So we're going to grab a hex tunnel here. That's a lot larger than I expected, but we'll work with it. Is my scale all right? I opened this up earlier and I swear it wasn't that bad. Yeah, okay. This is okay. That's fine. Blueprints, gameplay elements. Platform chain is what we want. Pull this over. Like so. And platform chain goes like this, and then back down. And forward. And it will eventually turn. It'll turn right about here, I guess. So the player moves very, very quickly on these platform chains, which is intentional, because you can do some pretty neat stuff with jumping at the right time and things. Which was what I'll show off soon here. I might have made this too long, slightly. Pull this down and make it less screwed up. Doo-doo-doo. Pull that back. Pull this forward. Pull all these back a little bit. Pull this over because what this is going to do is it's actually, so this enters a room. And then let's grab one of the walls because I'm too lazy to just drop in a new box. And so the player will have two options for entering this place. They can run down in like a normal, sane person, or they can jump and crash through a window. And I'm going to show that off in a second here. As soon as I get this properly set up to facilitate said chaos. This is actually going to be blocked off by something. So I'm just going to do that for now. The way forward will be through a door here. Speaking of, let's just real quick grab a gameplay element, a door, just like a sliding elevator style door. pull this in a bit. Pull this forward. Make a... No, don't make a roof. Well, yes, make a roof, but only kind of sort of make a roof. Make a roof like that, and pull this over. And then pull this down. I actually want to shift this all over a little bit, so we'll do that. Pull this in. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. Okay. Pull this over here-ish. There-ish, kinda. Why not? We'll do that. And then where is my breakable window? Breakable wall window, breakable interior door, breakable glass, I think is actually what we want. Yeah, here it is. Okay. So back in meshes, not that, city. Somewhere in here. You know, you'd think I make all these folders and stuff, you'd think I'd be organized. Breakable glass. It's in the, naturally, it's in the breakable glass folder. Who would have thought? So this part is unbreakable, but we're gonna fill it in with the breakable bit that I made in Blender. So that you can't see the hole until you blast through it. Is basically the logic here. Pull this over. Bring this down a bit. And what I might do is, for a lot of this stuff, just apply a flat material to it. Ooh, I hate it. But this is the logic anyways. So let's see if I actually have this even spaced remotely correct. You jump down here, there's some guys to fight, whatever. You come through here, more guys to fight. Okay, that needs to be closer. And then you can jump right through that hole. Speaking of, let's grab my breakable glass. Copy location. Copy rotation. Scale should be the same. See, so now it's filled in because it's the same mesh, but just booleaned, basically. I forgot to start at the right spot. Let's start down here. Perfect. That's the idea. Got some clipping, whatever, Z fighting, I think it's called. But yeah, that's the logic. Pull this way a bit, maybe? I actually already have soundtrack and stuff made for this. I make all my music myself. It really is just blocking, essentially, that I need to do for all of this stuff. Okay, what I think I'll do is I'll actually It's going to be easier to just move this over than to move my entire platform chain over. We're going to do that instead. Oh, sorry, I think I missed this. See, what's it like working with a professional game engine like Unreal? I mostly do VFX and character modeling, but I've always been interested in game creation. I like it. I honestly, I don't have a super formal education in game development itself. My education is in multimedia technology, which does to a degree cover this. Loving your channel, won't be able to stay and watch, but I just want to say good work. Thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm going to butcher it probably. Lalo. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Noah, I'm sorry if I missed your message there. But let me think here. I enjoy it. I have considered once or twice maybe switching to Godot or something. But that was really just regarding licensing stuff. And then Epic changed how their indie licensing works, and you don't have to pay anything until you earn like $1 million, literally, with the engine. So it's like, why would I ever switch away? So, yep, I love this program in general. Everything about it. Let's pull this in. Well, I say everything about it. There are some bugs I would like to see fixed. But aside from that, I love this program, so. Let's see here. Pull this over. Oh, yeah. Let's rotate this. You know what? No, let's not rotate this. Let's make this flatten out because I hate working with angles and these blockout tools. Well, I like these blockout tools. I hate working with angles when using these blockout tools. These blockout tools are so nice for just like square stuff. And with things that have right angles and stuff, I don't want to ruin it. With working with rotated stuff. Drives me absolutely crazy. Okay, for now, we're just gonna do that. Screw it. I just want to move fast. I originally, my original blockout for this level forever ago was done with BSP, which did allow me to do booleans on things, which was nice. Oh crap. Did stream crash? Are we all good? Okay, we seem okay now. Sorry if it went down for anyone. We seem to be okay now. Okay. Oh. This is funny. This huge doorway. Let's pull this up, over, and in. Down a bit. And like so. And while I'm thinking about it, I think this would look cool. Block out. Let's add these to a blockout folder real quick. I think it would be cool if the directional light were casting a shadow down into there. Oh, that's right. I forgot to add the glass material to this. Don't look at my UV unwrap. It looks terrible. Ooh, and building metal and then glass. We need simple glass. And then is this two-sided? It's not two-sided, so let's make it two-sided real fast. Not optimal, but I just want to have it done. Come on. Unreal, you can save the package, I promise. It's not a very big one. There you go. But it does have to compile shaders. Alright, now for the breakable glass. Oh dear. Apex is a little bit broken in 426. It was even more broken in the preview. It's better now, but it's still not amazing. Oh, I know. Okay, we want glass. We want simple glass there. Building metal here. The refraction kind of really screws this up. I might want to turn off the refraction. I'll probably make an instance and turn off refraction for that. But this is what I was looking for, something like this. Oh, you know what? I can rotate the sun a little bit. Let me see if I can get a good angle for this. Wait, let's just pull the directional light over here because it doesn't matter where it is. I can rotate the sun a bit and use it to signpost where the player needs to go next. Here. That's kind of neat. Eh, see? Big brain. Big brain. Signpost that the player needs to go through that door next with the lighting. We're making 200 IQ plays here. Okay, let's try it out. Oh, dear. Okay. Fight, fight, fight. Stuff, stuff, stuff. Looks like the player can get stuck in the glass debris. Did you... I don't think the player actually can. They can get stuck on that bit. But the player cannot get stuck in, like, this glass debris. Also... Oh, wait, you are able to shoot this? Okay, you're not supposed to be able to shoot destructible things, technically. Oh, you know what? No, I'm not able to shoot it. My bullets are hitting the bounding box on the platformer. But yeah, no, these collisions react to the player, but the player cannot get stuck on them. Basically, the way this is achieved is I have a second capsule in the player that is solely there to interact with physics objects. So you can like bump them and stuff, but your movement is still being set on your parent capsule. So it doesn't matter like if the smaller capsule collides with it, it'll just push right through anyways. Now the player is able to get stuck on this like outer static mesh actor, which is kind of an issue. That's something I've really just got to kind of... That's really a level design problem more than anything. I need to make sure that if the player jumps at the natural time, that shouldn't happen, is all they've really got to worry about there. Let's actually make these walls taller. Pull that in. I see. So from stream, it just looked like you were losing speed whenever you ran into debris. Yeah. My stream quality probably isn't the best. My internet is... It's all right, but it's not amazing. So my apologies if sometimes frame drops might cause an issue with the experience. Pull this over. Yep. And pull all of this up a bit. All of it up. There we go. This way, even though I actively do not want the player to go through here, at least it's still an option available to them if somebody wants it, I guess. But it's infinitely less cool. It is just infinitely less cool than going here and jumping and crashing through the window and wrecking everything inside. Just why would you choose the lame option? Anyways, let's toss some enemies in real quick. They're kind of trash, like a lot of the stuff, but toss a nav mesh in. I'll probably end up turning this off, just so I'm not getting the constant building nav mesh while I'm editing the level, but I do kind of want enemies in just for a little bit for testing. Nope. Okay, that was the right one. It just looked like I was increasing it on Z. Okay, I'll turn that off. Let's toss some enemies in. AI. And chase AI here actually doesn't just chase, they also shoot. Like that. We'll stick this guy here. Like so. Kill this. Pull this guy here. And then down here, Mr. Tough AI here takes 3 body shots to kill or 1 headshot. Why would you choose the lame option? Well, they might choose the lame option if they don't know they can crash the glass up there. Yes, except that I intend to have, in a very early level, it might be pilot actually. Well, it won't be pilot. Maybe in the second level, I'm going to have you actually, before this happens essentially, at some point I'm going to have a level begin with you crashing through one of these. So players will hopefully intuit from that they can blast through most glass. Additionally, I do have, at the very beginning of the game, I do have some glass in this level pilot. I have some glass that you break through at the end. Oh gosh, that kind of bounced off there. That was weird. Not supposed to happen. I ran into him. Streaming kind of kills my frame rate a little bit. We're still at 50, but I swear there's like an increase in latency. These doors are getting in the way in the view. That's not supposed to happen. I'm gonna add a shader to those eventually so that they fade out when you're close. But yeah, so there's that. And let's go back to pick up. I could show off an older build of this game where it was way, way more complete, but I think I'll wait on that. Tough AI is what we're doing right now. AI, chase AI. Bystanders, they're supposed to be scared people that if you shoot them, you lose. But I don't have any plans for that right now. Okay, now let's toss in some more gameplay elements. Gameplay elements are the ubiquitous exploding barrel that has to be in every video game ever. That's how you dispatch large numbers of enemies with the exploding barrel. Fluorescent lights can actually be destroyed if you shoot them. Of course, they don't cast light right now, but they will eventually. They used to, and then it wasn't hitting my performance target. Exploding barrel pog, indeed, indeed. Oh, hold up. Let's just toss a player start in real quick. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to start this level in a building. I forgot. You're supposed to start this level inside. Inside. No, I wanted to snap. Thank you. Snap, please. Move this over. Like so. Grab a door. How's that there? Ooh, it's gonna be off center. We can't have that. Bump that over. There we go. Nice and on center now. Wait, is it on center? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it just looks off center, but it is actually on center. Oh, gosh. There. That down. Toss another blockout box on top. Make everything pitch black in here real quick. I will fix that with some lights. Oh, it's not pitch black because skylight exists. Right like that. Got a little bit of overdraw because those are transparent particles. I'll just have to work on that. Woo. Okay. First of all, something's a little strange. It's like it's spawning 2 doors. You see that?
What up?
Maybe I'm crazy, but it really seems like 2 doors are getting spawned when I shoot that door. Alright, we don't need a damage print string. Why are we doing this? Breakable version. Breakable door. Child guy misses it. Are you gonna upload the VOD when the stream is over? Oh crap. YouTube. This computer is just dying right now. Oh, that's right, the new update. No, that's an NVIDIA update. Okay, I think we're back. Yeah, we've had one or two kind of stream crashes. No bueno. Stream looks fine to me. Okay. Yeah, it said YouTube here was saying, same looks fine to you. Okay, good. YouTube was saying that my bitrate was... Okay, it's saying it again. YouTube is saying that my bitrate is 0 kilobytes per second. Oh gosh. That was weird. I'm a little... My internet is really not super duper great. It should be doing better than this though. I've streamed in the past. I used to stream a lot on Twitch. It really should be better. So are we all good now? Because it's saying that my bitrate is 0. Toss in a blockout box while stream delay catches up. You're fine, I think? Okay. You know what? Let's try turning off my stream preview. My streaming computer is just absolutely dying right now. Firefox is no lag at all on my end, been smooth going since I arrived. Okay, awesome. Because Firefox on my streaming computer is incredibly laggy right now. I do use a 2 PC setup. So like hypothetically Unreal's performance shouldn't be degraded by streaming. That's not the case in practice because the HDMI still kind of draws more than I would like. But anyways, let's drop in some breakable wall windows here. They're not supposed to look like this. I don't know why they look like that. Wait, no. I know how I fixed that. We're supposed to use VP window. Yep. I mean, if it's all good on your guys' end, then that's all that it matters. That's all that matters to me. What's up? I don't like that actually. Let's actually just... Seems to be quite a delay though. Yeah, there definitely is. That's something I can look into. I actually don't get this kind of delay when I have streamed on Twitch in the past. I do use Firefox. I actually switched away from Chrome to using Firefox because Chrome stopped playing YouTube videos on my computer. It would play the audio. How does a 2PC setup work? So a 2PC setup is basically using an Elgato. So what you do is you plug your HDMI out of your like gaming PC, or in this case my working PC, into an Elgato, and then the Elgato plugs into your streaming PC through a USB-C port, and your streaming PC then takes the Elgato's input, plugs it into OBS, and then you stream with it. It's supposed to make it so that, for example, if your PC crashes because something insane happens in the video game, stream is still running. In this case, my streaming PC is worse than my working PC. So just the audio, yeah, it is really odd, and I have no idea what caused it. It was on a brand new computer too. I literally, like, it was the first time I ever booted up that computer. So I'm not sure either, to be honest. Yeah, so I switched away from Chrome. Also, just in general, I realize, like, I'm doing YouTube stuff, but I actually really would rather not have a lot of my data living with Google. So I've kind of moved away from using a lot of Google stuff. Brave browser might be a good idea for me to try out. Oh, that was just invisible. Okay. Yeah, so that's the thing. Apex Destruction in 4.26 is a little bit broken. It'll do things like that. Okay. Yeah, I don't like Google. I'm a Mac user, so Safari is my best friend. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Box. Let's increase the Y and the Z on the box. Okay, and now upcoming here is going to be my favorite part of this video game. Let's grab a door right here, and I'll show you what I mean. I can't wait to show it. Let's pull this over. We don't need something nearly this big for this part. We'll probably decrease this by like that much and that much. Pull this over. Grab us some walls. This reminds me a lot of Mirror's Edge from what I've seen. Huh. I've never actually played Mirror's Edge, but I hear it's a good game, so I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Let me some dual-wield gunslinging. Hey, Jim, how you doing? It's good to see you in chat. Yeah, this is something I've been working on for a while, and it got really, really far in, and then I decided that the art style, I was using Quixel Megascans and stuff, and I decided the art style was just too, like, high cost for me. So I deleted all my maps, and I'm starting from the beginning. And I want to release a demo, so that's kind of my my current motivation to start streaming. Also, Reddit has been very kind to me lately, and I've got a lot of subscribers, and YouTube has started recommending my channel, which is wonderful. So I've never actually live streamed, and I've always been interested in live streaming, so I figured I'd do a little bit of that. Guys, if you don't know, Jim does really, really good Blender videos and stuff, and he is the developer of Mr. Mannequin Tools, which is a super duper awesome rig for importing animations on the Unreal Engine Mannequin. I really, really recommend you check out his stuff. Macs have been getting super sophisticated in terms of performance lately, apparently better than Intel chips. Overall 3D software is run much better nowadays. That's really good. I know for the longest time, Mac gaming has been a bit of a meme. Oh crap. I'm getting that 0 bit rate notification again. If you've got some buck to spare, go get yourself a Mac, lol. Yeah, I don't know that well, first of all, I don't have a buck to spare. Is actually the main issue. I prefer the flexibility that Windows offers. I'm getting no lag, you good. Okay, awesome. I prefer the flexibility that Windows tends to offer. I mean, I've never owned a Mac, so maybe I'm just wrong. But I feel like Mac in general is less kind of programmer development friendly. And less game friendly. But I once again, I don't have any experience, so I could be completely erroneous in my judgment of that. The blockout tool seems nice. Your invention? Oh, no. This was Epic's free content last month. I have a few different blockout plugins, but this is my favorite. This is blockout tools here on the Unreal Marketplace. This was, I don't know if it's still free. I don't know if it's like a permanently free thing, or if it's actually paid now. But okay, monthly Unreal sponsored content. Okay, so yeah, this was free in December. It's really, really good. Super duper fast, has a lot of elements. Oh, then I grabbed it, I suppose, never tried it though. Yeah, I usually try to make a point of testing out most of like the code plugins and things. When it comes to stuff like animation packs, I'm a little slower usually because I know what that is. EP door. Let's toss a door in here. Okay. I need to... mess around with these things. Pull that up. Pull this down in. Okay, here is my favorite part that I have planned for this entire video game. Wait, actually, one sec. I need to do a little bit more. I'm always like, seems handy, might try later, and now my vault is huge and I don't even know what's in there. Yeah, they did recently add filters, which has been nice. These things right here. But even then, it's what they really need to do is let us just define our own folders. Just give me a folder and I can put any asset pack in any folder. So say I have an animation folder. That animation folder can contain animation starter pack, animation warping plugin. I have the death cap mocap. Like that's what we should be able to do. We should be able to like define our own folders and filters. Though if we're gonna talk about improvements to the launcher, in general, we can just talk about performance because this is so it just does not run well. It runs so poorly. That would be my first thing is just better performance, and then behind that would be user-defined folders. Let's not go there. Yep. I feel like that's Epic. That's what Epic wants us to say. Ooh, wait. Ah, no. Why is my elevator dead? Elevator? Oh no. Okay, I need to open up my other project and my old version of this project, rather. And... content meshes. Okay, there's a yeah, I almost never run the marketplace in the launcher. I always use it in the browser and it works fine. Yes, exactly. That's what I do too. I run the marketplace in the browser, in a browser. But even then, like scrolling through my library still runs terrible. you know, clicking on home. I mean, I never click on home, but like that loading time is kind of ridiculous. Like, I don't know. It's just in general not a good user experience. I mean, it don't get me wrong, it is great. Like being able to add these things directly to the engine and install them straight away without having to go into a bunch of files and stuff. That is nice. That is a good user experience. But everything else is really, really rough for performance. Okay, so I just copied that. Now I want to paste this. Office props. Let's try this. No, don't paste a shortcut. Why would I paste a shortcut? Paste Yeah, functionality is okay for the most part. Yeah, definitely. Save for like the library filtering. Aside from that, functionality is pretty good. The elevator interior. This is the mesh I need. There we go. We have an elevator interior now. It should have my cheated collision settings too. Yeah. There's my messy never ever use complex as simple unless, you know, you want to use it. Just don't expect it to run well. Okay, let's see here. This is my favorite part that I have planned for this video game. And I've got to, for the full effect, I've also got to get some music. So what's the demo going to be about? Basically, the demo is just going to be a sequence of maps. That's really all it's going to be. Is this game, but a sequence of maps that you can play through. This game is basically, if you just arrived at this game as a first-person shooter where you can't stop moving or you lose instantly, it's a sort of rage game type of deal. And so the demo is, I'm just going to make a YouTube video about it and release it for free eventually. I want to do it next week, but I make zero promises or commitment to that goal. But that is the hope. Okay, so let's toss a soundtrack here. Pickup is what I want. Let's toss a soundtrack change here. Elevator music. Soundtrack here. Pickup 2. Move that there. Fair, release promises happen to go bad real often. Yep, indeed. I have a promised update to Alphals Grove, my crappy first game ever made. That will probably never happen, but may still happen someday. So I try not to make any commitments anymore. Saw your video earlier. Really dig your style of video. Not faffing about, straight to the point, even entertaining. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, basically, if you like videos like mine, you'll enjoy, and you use Blender, you'll enjoy Ian Hubert and CG Matter, and then Royal Skies LLC. Those people are all really, really good. You also like Mrs. Those people are all really great. I have a section on my channel for other fast tutorial makers who do stuff in a very similar style to me. I don't think Royal Skies is in there, but he should be. But the other ones are. You check out Ian Hubert. Yeah, he was one of my inspirations for this style. CG Matter being the other major one. Alright, so let's see how this works out here. I'm just gonna run past these guys. If I can. Okay. This is so funny to me. This is the reason this video game exists. This one elevator is the only reason I'm making this video game. I know I'm just laughing at my own joke, but it's just so funny. The elevator. Anyways, I love Ian Hubert's videos. Find your channel with your cape video and love the style so much. Now I watch all your vids. Oof, lag. Yeah. Oh, crap. No. No. I'm gonna type that in chat. YouTube, why? Okay, so we seem to be back. I restarted my streaming software. Okay, we should be okay. So you saw the elevator? Okay, good. I'm glad. I got to show off the elevator. It's kind of a spoiler, low key a spoiler, the elevator, but it's too good not to share, you know? But yeah, that elevator is 90% of the reason why this video game exists, is because I was like, the first thing I thought about. Actually, it wasn't first. It was just one of the things I thought about when I thought about this game. What if you just confine the player into a really tight space where they can't move too much? Then I was like, elevator. And we can change from like the badass EDM music to elevator music. uh Okay, so let's do... We're gonna end this level... Let's toss some windows in. How long have I been going? An hour? I can keep on going for a while. A little while yet. It's nice having people to actually chat with. By the way, have you checked Chris Murphy's stuff? He made some fun shader for houses with windows and stuff using cube maps for the interior. Pretty darn cool. You're still streaming. Yeah, I am still streaming. We should be good. Oh, crap. No data? It says no data. YouTube, why? I do follow Chris Murphy on Twitter. Does he have a YouTube? I never actually checked out or looked for him on YouTube. It didn't even occur to me that he might upload. Because if so, I will 100% subscribe to him on YouTube. I really, really like the tips and stuff he posts on Twitter all the time. But yeah, Nira, I am still streaming. I'll probably... I don't know how much longer I'll go. I'm not going to make any promises, but a little while longer at least. There's some panels flying around on YouTube, not on his channel though. Not sure if he has a channel. Okay. Yeah, I am aware of Chris Murphy. I follow him on Twitter. Oh, okay. Hold up. We've got an issue. I think this is easiest solved by just bumping those over and cheating a little bit. Let's give it a roof by yoinking that right up. Wow, dirty level design. I know, right? I'm the worst, aren't I? I'm such a cheater. Give me my cheated strats. And you know, when you're speedrunning releasing a demo, you gotta cheat sometimes, you know? You gotta use glitches. I'm using tech. It's called tech. All right? I'm gonna win the demo game release speedrun Evo 2021. That's not even what Evo is. That's that. I'm gonna win it though. I'm gonna win the speedrunning category for demo releasing. Wait. Start at player. Start. Wee. You're gonna fight me then? All right. Good luck. Best of luck to you. Whee! So then you kill the target and you jump out the window, and that's the end of the level. All the levels are kind of sort of semi short. All the levels are just generally pretty short. Do you have a Discord? I do not, but I intend to launch one when I release this demo. So it'll be kind of sparse early on. I will probably set it up and add my friends and kind of get mods lined up. And then eventually, yes. So yeah, TLDL, too long didn't listen. Yes, no, but soon. Soon TM is the answer. Okay, now, just for funsies. Actually, let's try this. Let's add and edit layers. I want to add water. So it's super duper ironic. I made that water tutorial, and it's like, it's probably my most viewed. Isn't that always the answer? Soon TM, indeed. So I made that water tutorial, and so you would assume that I would know, like, how to troubleshoot the water. But I've been having issues with water working properly in this project. Please deform the landscape. Please do it. You are. Okay, good. Thank goodness. The water was not deforming the landscape for a while there. In the other map. But we seem to be okay now. Yeah, I know, it was really weird. Water wasn't working properly for me. Alright, so this is really rough on performance for some reason. It's not normally like this. Fall off settings. Okay, we are using width. Increase width. 2048 maybe. Okay. 512. I was about to ask what your rig is. So my rig, the answer is not great. I use a Lenovo Legion Y530 with a 1050 Ti GPU and like a i7 Intel. Yeah, no, it's not great. That's why my performance targets for these maps are like 600 draw calls and stuff. Yeah. This actually, though, it's unusual. I usually don't have this kind of chugging with water. I don't know why it's being like this. Play around with some settings a little bit. Honestly, I forget, like, it's hilarious. I actually reference my own tutorials sometimes because I'll forget things after I make them, and I have to go back and remember how I figured stuff out. I know, it's terrible. Oh, okay. Just scaling. Scaling is how you do this. I want like a large channel. Also, this water, I'm gonna change the color to like a sort of icky brownish type deal. That's just advanced note taking. Indeed, yeah. It's just, you know, taking notes with extra steps. Okay, that's cool. I shouldn't be doing this. because this isn't block out, and I told myself I would only do block out today. But I wanna pretty it up a little bit. Nope, I'm not gonna pretty it up. Not gonna let myself do it. Let's make a brand new map rather than remaking an old one. So contemplation, pick up pilot. I'll call this one falling for now. How do I handle my first person mesh? That is a good question, because it's surprisingly in regards of wall occlusion. So wall occlusion, do you mean like the weapon or the hands clipping through the wall? Because if so, the answer is I don't. They just clip through the wall. But in terms of just general setup, here is basically what I've got. So this body here is hidden in game, and it's only here to cast a shadow. So it casts hidden shadow. Okay, easy fix then. So this is only actually here to cast a shadow and to just be the base mesh. I have the first person body, which overlaps flawlessly with the base body, so you can't really tell, but it just doesn't have the arms or the legs. It's just a head and a torso, and well, no, it has legs. It doesn't have arms or head. That's what I meant to say. It's just a torso and legs. And then childed to the camera, I have the first person arms. I realize I could like scale these down and then move them up. I just don't want to do that yet. But that is probably the easiest fix. That's probably I don't actually know how they did it in Cyberpunk, but that might be similar to how they did it. Okay, I'm getting that bitrate notification again, so just mentioning that so I will be aware of it or whatever. But yeah, that's how my character is set up. Actual mesh hidden with hidden shadow to cast a shadow. These are self-shadowing only, this and the body. Yeah. Okay, let's turn on... I don't want environment light mixer. I want just skybox. Well, yeah, the scaling comes with more problems, especially if you can drop weapons. You'll have to reset weapon scales fun times. Fix a bug to create a bug. Yeah, I am keeping this game stupid simple, so there's like no inventory system, anything like that. It's just pure kind of fast-paced action, basically. So the scale fix would probably be the most logical thing for me to do. But it's just not a priority right now. I just want to get levels blocked out. Pull that up, set directional light, toss the skylight in, like so. Like that. Set these to movable so I don't have to worry about Unreal yelling at me for baking lighting. Post-process volume. And temporarily disable auto exposure. Okie doke. Now I know what I want to do. Let's toss in a landscape, make it way bigger than it needs to be. I'll delete when I need to. Toss on a concrete layer. A lot of games do proximity checks for walls and go into a different weapon pose in that case. This creates more problems too, but cool if you have it set up properly. Yeah, that's, I actually have one or two plugins that are supposed to set that up for you automatically. I don't see why you would use that. Yeah, I feel like you would just do it yourself because it doesn't seem too hard. You would just like do a blend space for for the arms. That would be probably my preferred method. The issue is that since you're always going super duper fast anyways, you're never going to be able to like stand and, you know, test that out. Nope. Run. Begin run in my don't stop library. There we go. And make it. Yeah, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense for your game. Yeah. I've set up similar systems before though, in slower paced games, or at least to be super low priority. Yeah. I do have ideas for slower paced game modes. Some off-duty game modes. Maybe you own like a apartment or something, but that is far, far down the line. And honestly, I don't know if I'm ever going to be interested in this project for long enough to actually get around to making that. I tend to jump around between projects a lot. What do I want? What do I want? What am I doing? Block out tools. That's what I want first. Block out box. Toss this over here. Snap to 100. Cool, 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 cool. I know, the fuck just started a new one the other day. Yeah, I do that too. I'm just like, I'll be working on something and then I'll hit like the most minor wall, or I just will kind of lose interest and not want to do what I have on tap for it. And then I'll just move on and it'll never see the light of day ever. I was thinking about doing a series of videos on like prototype postmortems, but they would be in a very, very different style from what I have on the channel already. So we'll have to see about that. But I do have some really, really interesting projects. I just, you know, how many are ever going to be seen by human eyes other than my own? Okay, so someone in chat earlier brought up a really, really good point about glass and breaking through it. So this is the level where we teach the player that they can break through big glass. Nope, not that one. This one. So the level is going to start up in that. Okay, cool. Let's also block on here. Pull this up and kind of get this nicely lined up just so I'm not. Okay, pull this down. So basically the player is going to start in the air above this. Or maybe I'll make them jump into it. That might be better so they're kind of more aware of it. More aware of what they're doing, I suppose. So if if I'm gonna have them jump into it, let's make a larger, not larger, a taller but smaller platform for them to go from. And then, yeah, like so. And then what we'll do, we're gonna cheat and help them a little bit with some blocking volumes. So it'll seem kind of like they did it themselves, but in reality, it's a funnel. Just so that they don't miss it. Just in case, we'll still have like a you fall to your death thing around this, just in case they miss it and get soft locked or something. Okay.
What?
Need to do some adjustments. Oh
No
gosh,
hesitation.
I wasn't holding down the forward button. No! What is wrong with me? Okay, let's do it. Where am I supposed to go? Is it here? Nope. Where is it? There it is. Okay, one sec. Perfect. Broken glass still looks super duper glitchy. Okay, good. And yeah, the glass doesn't collide with the bullet, which is intentional because I found that when the destructible objects can collide with the bullets, it just makes it really hard. Really, really hard to play. Okay, so... pull this down. We'll toss one of our doors here. BP door. Rotate 90. Snap everything in real quick. It over. Bump it over and up. Oh gosh. It's a little weird. There we go. Cool. I think I may just, I don't know. I've got to think, I have some considerations, I suppose, regarding art style still. I'm definitely going with kind of a flat stylized look. I think that's pretty much set in stone now after my failure with Megascans. Okay, so what we'll do, I think this could be funny, is you'll start in a room, and the only way you can get out of this room is by breaking through glass. And then you'll fall down there and break through more glass. Just have glass. This, if you hate glass, this will be the video game for you. Because all you'll do is break tons of glass. It'll be great. It'll be like 10 out of 10 for glass breaking. Don't try this at home. Pull over. You won't get over. Nice, nice, nice. Something like that. That seems fun. That seems pretty sweet. Now from here. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I know what I can do. Let out. We'll have a short. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. We'll have a short gap. Then this will be like an office space. Why not? Yeah, it'll be an office space. Bump over. Just get this all nice and flush with the doors real quick. Toss some windows in here. I realize this probably isn't the most efficient way to do. Damn, this just made me have a really great idea. Awesome. Glad I can be inspiring. What's your idea? I'm curious now. Screw making a game, back to making tools. Okay. Okay. I like it. Tools can be pretty sweet for sure. Kind of want a lower ceiling in here. I'm not sure I want to spend the time to get it though. Okay, real quick, let's do some material work. Just a nicer, more comfortable way to create blockouts. We need to try how I can make it though. Oh, cool. Sweet. Let's make, real quick, I'm gonna make a M underscore close occlusion. All right. Basically, this is just gonna use, I have a custom version of the, let's see, function call, material function call, depth. Dithered camera depth fade. So right here, this is a customized version of the regular stock camera depth fade. And all it does is it dithers up here and it makes it, this makes it so that you can, it'll cast like shadows and stuff, basically. But if we make this material masked... Actually, wait, we don't even need this. If I just... Don't save... Delete this. If in building default here, I just plug this straight into opacity mask. Fade length 100 or let's do 200 for now. Fade offset. I'm not sure I actually need fade offset. Now what I can do is once Unreal finishes that, we'll just make a child mi steel door. Metallic 1 shading model. No, not shading model. Blend mode masked. And decrease the base color a little bit. Just like so. And this is the effect we want for destructible objects. But let's decrease the roughness a little bit. You can override these in an instance. Why didn't I know? Yeah, you can override blend modes, shading models, the opacity mask clip value, which is like how light something needs to be to not be called by the mask. Two-sided, dithered LED transition. You can override a lot in material instances. Material instances are super sweet. Super duper useful. And see, that saved me making an entire new master material, so that's pretty cool as well. Now let's apply the new door, steel door material to that. Navigate to this place. And that would save me so many duplicate materials. Indeed, indeed. SM material door, MI wood door. Ooh. Steel door, and then what we'll do is we'll duplicate this and call it MI wood door. And we will make this not metallic, kind of a darkish brownish. I said darkish brownish. There we go. So the way this material works is I lerp between these two base colors depending upon it. Oh no, that's a volume. I don't want a volume texture. Depending upon a given texture. Like so. It's neat, I guess. Increase the roughness scale a lot. That's kind of neat. Cool. And when you get close, it calls out. The reason for this, and actually before it'll actually work properly, I need to make sure that this is also using the steel door material. The reason for this is now when you break things and run into it, they get called out so you can still see. Bullets ignore the destructible stuff, so it's basically makes it so that this won't affect your aim at all anymore. Of course, that has a side effect of the fact that if you get close to the static things, you can kind of see through it, but no one's ever going to notice that, so it's fine. Like so. Okay. I'd probably up the distance fade and only apply it to the chunks material. Yeah. That's probably, well, I mean, since I am using separate meshes, that's totally feasible. I'm not going to worry about it for now, but that's something I could definitely do later down the line. Kitchen. Furniture. I have a bunch of random assets. How long ago I've been live? 2.5 hours. I might call it here soonish. But I wouldn't mind finishing this level first. Well, this block out, I should say. I need a table. I need a table. I kind of want this to be like a dining area or something. Like you drop down and you just absolutely crash a dining hall. I just think that would be funny. You know, just like plates and cups and forks flying everywhere. It'd be wonderful. Let's toss the Chase AI. We'll have one here and one here. These are like the bodyguards for the important people of the city. Oh, here's a table. Table. Nice. Hold up. Let's toss some chairs at this table before we go duplicating stuff around everywhere. Pull this in. There we go. A lot more organic. Make it all simulate physics just because why not? Oh, I mean, I know why not. Performance, but also why not? The fact of the matter is the rendering on this game is intended to be very, very light. So I can get away with doing some other stupid stuff. Although I suppose this would mostly happen on the CPU, which probably isn't great. Probably doesn't matter what my rendering is like. Even so, I mean, this is, it's all right. I love it. Oh, you too, be quiet. Hey man, just wanted to thank you for your hard work. I truly appreciate the tutorials you make and hope you keep making more. I will. Thank you, Skyflare. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who stops by and leaves nice comments. It's been really, really great. I've had my YouTube channel for like going on a very long time. It has to be like 8 years or something at this point. I've uploaded a bunch of stupid stuff to this channel over the years, but kind of as I've grown older, I've gotten more adept at things and found out that I like to do game dev stuff, so it's been kind of a new experience for me actually having people kind of subscribe and things and enjoy my videos. So I appreciate it. Okay, I like this. I like this. I like this setup. Let's toss some cups on the tables. Only some of them though, because I don't want a billion tiny little flippin' cups everywhere. We're just gonna have a few. Yeah, it's just too fun not to have this many physics objects in a scene, you know? It's just too fun. Sorry about my dog barking. There's not much I can do about that. Okay, cool. So in here... No, this will be the kitchen proper in here. Which means it should be... Well, no, it should be a hallway with a kitchen to the side. At least that's the way a building would be logically laid out. Also, this is like really, really huge for a kitchen. Maybe we'll have a walkway and like the kitchen is... just has like a counter in front of it. It's a good format, and if you really make it work, and you really make it work with game dev, if you keep it up, you'll blow up any minute. That's what I'm hoping. I mean, every video I release does better than my last one, if you don't count the water one, which did disproportionately well for my channel. So it's definitely kind of a slow burn right now, and I'm happy with it. So we'll see how it goes. But that is indeed the plan, is to just kind of keep working at it, and hopefully someday I can support myself with this channel. I'm going to head on out for the night now. Glad to have hung out here. Yeah. Thanks, Noah. Thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate it. You have a good night. See ya. See ya, Noah. Bump this over. And let's decrease the size of this counter a little bit. Okay. Wait, why? Oh, because this one's... Why is this... Oh, you know what? It's probably something stupid I did. Why this one's aligned at the center. And the other ones are aligned at not the center. I don't think the original pack that these base meshes are from. Which I'm just gonna retexture these basically and make them fit the style of the game. Oh, that's icky. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why? Why can't you just... just snap, please? Please snap well. Oof. Yeah, YouTube is all about finding out what works for you, so it might take a few years to get there, but once you get there, the algorithm takes care of the publicity. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Negative 1,000. Oof. This is kind of rough. This is alright, I guess. I don't... bump over, bump over. Just line this entire... Well, not the entire thing. How about that much? Like so. Toss a teapot on here, because, you know, teapots are cool. Let's pull down this ceiling. And we'll toss some fluorescent lights in. like that. And like that. And like that. And like that. Beautiful. Of course, they don't actually light, but they're fun to shoot, so there's that.
No hesitation.
Oh, okay. Let's toss a player start in. That's a whole cafeteria. Yeah, I know, right? Oh my goodness, I love the chaos. It's so unnecessary, but also it appeals to the base human drive to just absolutely destroy stuff. I love it so much. What exactly is this game's goal? So this game is a first-person shooter where you can't stop moving or you lose instantly. It's kind of like a rage game type deal, basically. So you play as like a assassin in some sort of cyberpunk type setting, and the whole idea is you have like a brain chip that if it senses you're no longer like attempting to achieve your goal, then it just kind of blows your head off. So that's the whole idea. First person shooter, but you're always moving. You can't take cover. You've always got to go fast. To that end, we have stuff like that, which is a time slow. Giving me super hot vibes combined with hardcore Henry. I've never heard of hardcore Henry. Super hot, yeah, you could say that it has some super hot inspiration. I love that. All right, let's do... So off of here, we'll do a stairway. Maybe not 500. Let's try 300. Stairs height. Ooh, I should not have dragged that. 500. Sorry, once again, my dog. Bark, bark, bark. He really likes his barking. Bump this up a bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm hoping to release a demo for this game soon-ish. No guarantees. No guarantees as to a date, but I would love to release it next week, but honestly, I don't know that that's feasible. Hardcore Henry is a high adrenaline first-person perspective movie. It's basically fiction action movies on steroids, but shot from a GoPro hooked to some guy's chest. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm definitely going for that kind of like just absolute nutso craziness, insane action vibe with this project. So yeah, you hit the nail on the head with that reference. All right, is this possible? I think it is. Okay, yep. It's just weird. It's just weird, that's all. Cool. I want to duplicate, not move. The game looks fun so far. Love how the movement feels. Haven't played around with chaos yet, but this definitely makes me want to. This actually is not chaos. I'm using Apex Destruction. I'm just using good old Apex because I found that chaos was a little too unstable for my needs at the moment. I'll give it. That said, I haven't tried the Chaos 426 preview that is currently out. I tried the 426 preview that had Chaos back when 426 wasn't released yet, and it was pretty unstable then. But maybe they've made some changes and improvements to it since then. Is it stable yet? Held off on Chaos for a while due to people claiming they broke their projects and all that. Definitely, if you want to test it out, back up your projects and make a clone. I have not tried the latest preview. Like I said earlier, I haven't tried that. But when I tried it back when 426 was in preview itself, it was not very stable, and I couldn't even just get it to work regularly without importing a project, let alone like importing a project and testing like on an existing one. Okie doke. Pull this over and we'll have another breakout of the Windows ending. That's what I thought. Makes sense to use Apex for now. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I would love to try more Chaos, and I'll probably eventually... Actually, I'm thinking of making a tutorial on Chaos, but that will only happen if it's more stable when I test it out in the 426 preview. Well, in the 426 Chaos preview, I should say. Terminology is a bit weird with the engine versions and stuff. Like so, and bump this. Nope. Bump this over like that. Oh, huh? Okay, there we go. So to recap, you start in here, jump down here, destroy a dining hall, go in through here. I need to add more stuff in here, but basically this is kind of like a kitchen type deal. Go through here, up the spiral stairs, through this door, kill the target in here, jump out, and you win. Toss a win volume here real quick. Toss the target AI here. A tough AI. And a chase AI. We'll have some bystanders and they'll all be surprised. I don't think these guys are finished with their code yet, but essentially what's supposed to happen is if you kill them, you lose. Because they're like innocent bystanders. And only if you kill them. If they die as a result of like the bad guys shooting them, that's different. Okay. Default player start. Let's see. Oh, it does work. They do work. That's awesome. I didn't know. I didn't know I actually coded that. I forgot I did. That's funny. Perfect. Okay. That's kind of why it's supposed to be a bit of a rage game. It's because movement in it is just generally kind of a little jank. 500. Rotate around. Cool, cool, cool. Flop that over. Yeah. I'm pretty. Whoa! Die. Crap. Okay. Mission complete. What did I miss? I have these bystanders that if you shoot them, you lose. And I forgot that I actually did code them. I didn't know that I actually did code them and they work. I thought that they were just in here and were kind of placeholder. But as it turns out, I actually did program them so that if they die, you lose. And it's only if you kill them. It's not if AI kill. Okay. Wait. Oh, so it's only if you kill them with a bullet right now. So that needs fixed. So like that, right there. If you shoot them, you lose. It's funny, we're talking about Apex's stability, but that where this sometimes doesn't appear, that is a bug with Apex. It's introduced in 4.26, and I'm pretty sure it's because of because they were working on implementing chaos. Okay, that spiral staircase is a bit much right now. Ah! I failed to assassinate it. Let's move this all back a bit. Those are love taps, obviously shouldn't count as violence. Yeah, you know, just... It's not a big deal, I just shot you in the head, just walk it off. That's a little bit. I might give some more reaction time. I still low-key hate this staircase, though. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. See, Skyflare knows what's up. I know we went 90 degrees. Okay, this is a 180-degree turn. I know, start from up here. There we go. Bump this up. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. We have a bit of an issue. What happens if I just make some linear stairs at the end? What if I cheat and just you know, just put some linear stairs at the end there? You know, just you know, pop it over and bring it up, and you know, just normal stair things. There we go. See? Nobody will ever tell. Especially since this hopefully won't be. This will not be in. Well, it might be in the demo, but I will at least, if I release, if this like geometry doesn't change for the demo, I will at the very least add different materials. So that we're not using blockout materials for the demo. Oof. Oh, killed an innocent. Crap. See that right there? That's a bug. That's an Apex bug for 4.26, where that doesn't show up. Darn it. So, bullets currently can pierce characters. I don't know how I feel about it. That's more reasonable to go up. Oh, I need to move the wind volume back. Come on, there we go. All right. So I have been going for, gosh, it has to have been probably 3 hours. I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you all for hanging out. I really, really appreciate it. I wasn't sure kind of what turnout I would get. I was hoping for around 10, and we're currently sitting at 6, so I suppose that's about what I hope for. Thank you all very much. I appreciate it. I appreciate all your nice comments and stuff on my my videos. I hope you find them helpful, and I hope to hopefully I hope to hopefully release a demo for you guys to play around with and have fun with in the coming weeks and or month, maybe, potentially. No promises, but I hope to do so. Yep. I'm gonna wait a little bit around for stream to catch up so that you all have a chance to say goodbye. Because my stream is apparently pretty high latency on YouTube. I'm gonna play through it one more time here. Oh, you know what? Let's toss some, before I go, let's toss some music on this level. gameplay elements, soundtrack. Actually, I don't want this here. Nice man. Oh yeah, okay, there we go. Stream's caught up. So this is a secret little thing where you guys can see while I add this. I'm gonna add music real quick. But yes, goodbye. I waited on stream for you guys to be able to catch up. Okay. I want not pick up. I want.
Do not try to stop.
Audio. Where's my music? Where did I stick my music? Music! Oh, it's all in here, isn't it? All right. This one will work. Still really short. Anyways, thank you all for hanging out. I'll make some longer levels probably tomorrow-ish, maybe, if I decide to stream. And yeah, I'll see ya. Thanks for all your